Are you following Super Rugby Pacific? Stick around, I'll share my insights for round 11. I'll take a look at who's in must-win territory and who can afford a loss this weekend. Hey everyone, it's Coach H here, and you've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. So round 11 of Super Rugby Pacific, I'm going with Moana Pacifica and the Highlanders as my match of the round. I'll also look at the other sides playing this week. As I'm currently travelling, this preview has come out before the sides have been named. Moana Pacifica versus the Highlanders. It's a win for Tongan rugby fans as they host Super Rugby Pacific this weekend. This game is looking like it's going to be tight. Two evenly matched sides. Moana, it may come down to how they react to playing this game at home under pressure. The Highlanders got a key win last week, yet it seemed like they were trying not to lose rather than to win. Moana, meanwhile, fought back well in their second half in Tonga and will be well adjusted to the island humidity. Moana have improved out of sight with their forward structures, and they will hold no fears against a struggling Landers pack and a very predictable backline attack. I've got the home side by 3. Hurricanes versus the Waratahs. The Canes dropped their first game of the season at their hoodoo venue in Canberra. Now their new test is depth at hooker as they are officially in an injury crisis. The Tars put together a quality 30 minutes against the Chiefs last week, but once again, 30 minutes against the Canes is just not going to cut it. I predict the Canes will use their learnings from last week where their flow and timing was just a little off. The Canes by 7. Melbourne Rebels versus the Blues. The Blues have developed a hard edge under Cotter that was missing under McDonald previously. The Rebels are coming off a week to forget, and their scrum will be examined closely by the Auckland-based front row. The Rebels really need to turn up this week. I can't see them beating the Blues, but they need to turn up in order to build confidence for the finals, which they are well placed to make. Blues by 14. Crusaders versus the Reds. This game could be a humdinger with both sides generally positive in the type of rugby they like to play. The Satyrs have given themselves a chance to stay alive in the postseason. Things are looking up as they have players returning from the injury ward. The Reds, so fantastic last week, suffered from inexperience on the bench in order to close the game out. Afternoon rugby, hopefully an open running affair. I'm picking the Crusaders to build on last week's performance and take this in another tight one against the Queenslanders by 7. Chiefs versus the Force. The Chiefs, whilst not the clinical beast that they were last year, do have the pieces to make a deep run into the playoffs. Blessed with quality finishes and an industrious pack, Mackenzie is a joy to watch when he gets his game going. In reality, the Force's best chance for a win whilst on their New Zealand tour was last week. I've got the Chiefs to win this game comfortably by 14. Brumbies versus the Ndrua. Last week, I was super impressed with Tamati Tua and his ability to square up the opposition defence and create opportunities for his outsides. The Brumbies pack rolled up their sleeves, went to toe-to-toe with the Canes. I predict that they'll have too much firepower for the Ndrua this week. Canberra in May is polar opposite to Tonga. The Ndrua will be facing a quality opposition and the elements. I've got the Brumbies by 14. If you find these insights helpful, consider pressing the subscribe button and hitting that bell for more insights every week. As I'm currently travelling, my review next week may be a day or two late. I am, however, hoping to get a layover day in Singapore at the Sevens. If I do, I'll provide an update on that showpiece. I'm Coach H, and you've been watching Inspired by Union.